Hello, this is Brian, ZL3XDJ. Just back in the shack doing a wee sort of catch-up video and a look at sort of look back a wee bit. Now we're into another year. Time certainly flies. And first, I want to thank the few subscribers that I have on the channel, and I appreciate all the emails and comments and all the bits and pieces about your own shack and QSOs and so forth. It's really interesting. Obviously, I don't make lots and lots of videos all the time. I don't test loads of other radios and antennas, etc. for different companies or channels or whatever. Basically, I just most of the videos I make are mainly through questions from emails, and I answer them basically in a video. And because of that, and because I've been doing this, being a license for over 30 odd years now, so we've tried and tested all the different types of antennas, and now I've got to the situation where I like to be on the radio every day. I'm on the radio every day, mostly on CW, and I really enjoy. I talk to Europe and Scandinavia, and to the UK, which I particularly do like every evening. Just looking back through the logbooks, generally over the last year, worked about the same amount on 40 and 20 meters, and most of the stations that I've worked generally are running between 5 and 200 watts, and mostly, like myself, just running a basic vertical wire antenna. I don't use any commercial antennas here. I don't use any amplifiers, and the antennas are very simple. They're just a basic radio, piece of coax, and the antenna on the other end. I don't use any ballons or unons or various cores with windings on and 4-to-1s and all these things. I use basic resonant antenna, resonant 40 meter wire vertical, and resonant 20 meters. I find from here 40 and 20 are the main bands that are open, and I also find that like a lot of people, you can go up onto the higher bands when they're open, and you can work the world, which is great, and all well to everybody that does that. It's just not my thing. I'd rather be down on the lower bands, especially in 40 meters. I like the challenge of working stations over 10,000 miles. I always work DX every evening into Europe or wherever, all over 10,000 miles. And I'm not 599. I like a wee bit of a chat. And as I say, yeah, just a very basic station. I found over the years that verticals work the best for me, and a lot of stations that I talk to around the world are using resonant antennas. The DX stations that I've talked to, probably 70% of all the G stations I work are using wire antennas, homemade antennas, and normally a resonant vertical or inverted V. Not many I come across are using multi-band antennas. They just don't seem to cut it over the 10,000 mile distance most of the time. And obviously over the years I've learned one of the best advantages of being on the radio is the grey line. I have the grey line. I have the grey line down to perfection. I know exactly what part of the grey line I need to be on which band. It's just experience over the years. I know pretty much through the year what time the grey line is going to open for me and what time it's going to close, and so I'll move from 40 to 30 meters or to 20 meters, and to give me the best advantage of not only me working people in Europe and so forth, but given some of the QRP stations a chance to get a ZL in the logbook, you know. As I say, very, very, very simple station here. Just I keep saying this all the time. It's just a rig, a piece of coax, and a wire antenna on the end of it, and hit the grey line at the right time. And I'll be surprised if you don't get some success. So here's the wee little shack here, and a couple of strange questions that I've been asked recently is without causing too much controversy. One of the questions was what how did I get on at Christmas, and you know, did I buy loads of new radios and all these things, and no, I didn't actually. The wife, a lot of people like to refer the XYL. I like to say the wife. The wife actually bought me a new Morse paddle, I should say, which is a solid state CW paddle. It's got no moving parts. It's beautiful to use, very, very, very easy indeed. And it's made by 9 Alpha 5 November, and the wife did a really good job to get me that. I needed a new paddle, and after 38 years on the radio, I think I was about time for a new one. And as I say, it's a beautiful, beautiful, easy paddle to use. On talking to the wife after that, she said that she actually topped up between buying me the paddle or a 2-element Yagi for 40 meters. So she picked the right one, because I could actually get a 2-element Yagi for 40 meters in the garden, but it's always been my philosophy for myself. I don't use any commercial antennas. And as I say, very simple, again, just radio, piece of coax, outside, vertical antenna. That's it. I find that that's pretty much all you need to work the world, and I find it really enjoyable. So people joked with me a wee bit. Saying that how do I manage to get on the radio every evening I mainly go 1 or 2 hours around the grey line, but people joke, you know, how do you manage that, you know, with the because a lot of people, for whatever restraints, can't manage to do that, and a lot of them do tell me jokingly that the XYL comes into that equation, you know, that they can't always get on the radio all the time or for the amount of time that they want. But I came to a compromise with the wife. I built her a walk-in wardrobe, and you know what woman doesn't like a walk-in wardrobe, and at the same time. The other half of the deal was that I got a walk-in radio shack, which is where I am now. So she can enjoy a walk-in wardrobe anytime she wants, day or night, and I can do the same here. I can come into the walk-in shack, and I am very lucky because I do get on the radio every day of the year for a couple of hours. That's my enjoyment in life. And I do have friends. I do have some friends who can't put antennas up in as they wish in the garden, and they can't get in the shack when they want, and you know they've got to sit. And as my mates joke, you know, they joke with me and they say, "Well, no, I'd like to come on the radio, Brian, but I've got to sit in the lounge and watch Coronation Street with the wife." Well, if Coronation Street ever came on my TV, I know where the TV would go, but you sort of get the gist of it. You know, amateur radio has been a great hobby to me. I really enjoy it, and if the wife can't cope with me being on the radio for 2 hours in a 24-hour cycle, well, there's something not quite right with the marriage. But she enjoys a walk-in wardrobe. I know that anyway.